Girl, you know I've been looking. I said, you know I've been searching. But I feel like you just might be the one. You just might be the one. Can you make me feel the way I think you can? Oh, can you make me realize how good it feels to be a man? Yeah. Can you take the cold nights and make them seem so warm? Can you unfold mysteries and fill me with all your charms? You're the one I need. I said you're the one I really need. You're the one I need. I said you're the one I really need.
Wait a minute. I don't know why we look fuzzy.
Hey everyone, it is Talent Tuesday and we are back once again with our A&R show. We have a really exciting night for you. I'm Kelly Spencer, just in case you don't know. Now you know. I've got my DJ. Who are you?
Jimmy.
I've got my DJ with me, DJ Spen, and we are going to check out, hopefully, some good music. I think we have 6 tracks to check out, but even more so than the tracks, I'm really excited about our judges panel we've got going on tonight.
Good one tonight. Really good one
Really
tonight.
amazing panel. So DJs and producers, I hope you have brought your A++ game, because I've asked our judges not to hold back and really tell you about your tracks. So hopefully they're good, right? I mean, I hope they are, because, hey, we got the professionals in the house tonight. So let's get right on into this. I want to introduce you to our very fine panel. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube, Mixcloud, and Twitter. What's up, everybody? All right, so first up, he really does not need an introduction. He is an extended part of the Quantize family. He is none other than Bobby Shaw, coming to us from New York City.
Shawman.
Hey, Bobby.
I may be 2 days behind the times, but happy belated Mother's Day, Kelly.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. Always a pleasure to have you. And I know, if nothing else, I can depend on Bobby to really tell us the truth about the tracks and to give us his viewpoint, coming from his years and years of experience in promotions. And many of you know that Bobby Shaw really paved the way. He was the first ever corporate vice president of dance music promotions for any record label ever. The role was created for him, and he was the first one. So he's helped many dance music records go straight to the top. He can spot them. So if he says your track needs work, it probably does. All right, so let's move on. In alphabetical order, I gotta go in alphabetical order. The next up, I'm really excited. This is my first time meeting him. So he thinks I'm crazy already. But I want to introduce you to Demure, coming to us all the way from Toronto, right?
Yes, yes.
Hi,
yes,
Demure.
yes.
Welcome. Welcome to Crazy Town.
You are. No, just you.
Demure, don't get in trouble. Okay? Tell him, everybody. He gonna get in trouble on this show.
I love it. Demure got it down pat so fast.
Demure, for those of you that don't know, Demure is a legendary producer. He works for Beatport. He's got his own label, so lots of things going on over there with Demure.
Yes, he does.
And I'm going to brag a little bit because he has a recent release on one of our labels, right?
Yes, he has a recent release on Q.
Yes, on Q, or Q3 as everyone likes to call it as a nickname. So welcome to the family. We appreciate you being here tonight, Demure.
Thanks for having me. This is exciting.
All right, we're ready. All right, everyone. Next up, we have the legend himself from Def Mix.
Yeah.
Our family. He's like a family to us, right?
He's more than family.
He's more than family.
I don't even. Is he younger than me? I don't
no
know.
Comment. Both of y'all getting up there. That's all I'm gonna say. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you. Coming from New York City is Hector Romero. Hi, Hector.
What's up?
I think you're older.
Can we hear you or are you muted?
Uh-oh, is he muted?
He better not be muted.
Unmute
Let's
yourself.
Let's see. No, wait a minute.
Oh, there
you go. There you go. You're
there
good. You're good. We can hear you now.
Hi, Hector.
Oh, he can't hear us.
You can't hear us.
Hello. Let me make sure. I can't hear anything. Can you hear me?
Oh, no.
Yes.
We can
hear you. Yes.
For some reason, I can't hear all of a sudden.
I'm always cracking on these DJs that can't figure out the sound.
Things now all of a sudden.
Y'all are funny. All of y'all producers and DJs.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
You sound okay,
You
but
sound
we can't
great.
hear you. All right.
Candace, maybe we should have him go out and come back in.
We'll send him a message and see if we can get him to go out and come back. But yeah, there is.
I can come back in, please. Okay.
All right, did he go out?
Yeah, he's gone.
All right. I'm telling you, these producers and DJs crack me up when they can't figure out the audio. I love it. I love just bragging on them. It's so funny. All right.
Yeah, I got you now. Okay.
You got me now?
Right.
You know I was talking about you. I said, how do these DJs not know how to work the audio?
I was like, what's that? Well, when it went into the back room, I never got the audio back.
Oh, okay. Well, Hector, we're glad you're here. This is your first time on the show, and we're so excited.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard when we were talking. Spen was like, am I older than Hector? Is Hector older than me? And I said to him, both of y'all getting up there a little bit.
Yeah, we getting up there for sure. I'm proud to say I'm 52.
Oh, you're older than Hector.
Great. Just great.
That's all right.
Great.
That just means that we keep on keeping on. We're still here.
Great.
It's the music that keeps us young.
Yes, it is.
Hector, we're so excited to have you on the show tonight, Hector. We appreciate you taking your time.
To be with the family, really. That's how I feel when they come to the Quantize. Sure.
Thank you. All right. Well, this next one, also from New York. We've got New York in the house 3 times tonight, so this is going to be interesting. He is one of my very, very favorite people. He's so crazy, and anything he says, let me just give a blanket statement.
Don't take it too seriously.
It personally.
And personal, yeah.
But he's going to be real, which I love. He's so real. Such a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Legend. Producer.
Legend is
DJ,
an understatement.
And just an amazing all-around person. So everyone, please welcome Ted Patterson. Hi, Ted. Ted, don't you act up too bad tonight.
I'm not going to say anything, Mr. Fuzzy. Why y'all so fuzzy?
I don't know.
I
have to do some figuring it out. I have to figure it out.
Just because you had a complaint about it, but it's good to be.
I know you did. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do that.
He might be okay with the music, but he's not really that good with the cameras and stuff. He doesn't know how to work it all. So.
Ha. Really? This is what I'm getting today. Okay.
All right. Fine. We've got who's on from our team. Who do we have in the house? Do we have, is Tommy with us?
He should be around.
Is the man, the myth, the legend here?
Yes,
the co-founder of Quantize Recordings is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Mr. Tommy Davis.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a good show. Hey.
Tommy is dressed up for you all. I don't know what.
No, it's for Ted. It's for Ted.
He got dressed up just for Ted. I told you.
It's for Ted. Yeah. It's for Ted. He doesn't dress for us. It's for Ted. Okay.
Hey, Bobby.
Right. I dress for Ted, but hey, Bobby. All right.
Who else is in the house?
Let's see. We have Freaky Mike. Is Freaky Mike somewhere around?
All right.
Is the Mike who freaked
got
out?
the managing director of our newest label, Q or Q3, Mike Freak. What's up?
Hello.
I got some music for you tonight, I think, Mike.
Oh,
maybe. Yeah. Just maybe. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
And, of course, holding it down, keeping me company, because we can't just have all gentlemen, right?
Right, yeah.
All right.
Candace is behind the scenes.
The Duchess of Margate is here. She is on the scene with the gangster lean. She is behind the scenes.
Did you just say gangster lean?
Yes, she's behind the scenes doing.
Who are you?
Managing everything.
Gangster lean?
Yeah, look at her. She got the gangster lean. Candace is not playing either.
Okay.
All right, so we're ready to get into this. I hope you all are ready. Tell us how you really feel. I'm going to jump in the chat. Shout out to the rest of our team. Obviously, we couldn't bring everyone on because we've got 4 guests tonight.
Yeah.
So shout out to DJ Renee Melendez. She is in the chat somewhere, I'm sure. Shout out to Lexi and the rest of the crew. And let's get on right into this with track number 1. Right here on Talent Tuesday. And what is it called?
Same as?
Same as what?
Same as everybody else.
White girl does not.
Same as everybody else. Okay, well, let's see. I hope it's not the same as everybody else, really.
Well, we're going to find out.
Hopefully it's special. Stay with us, fam. It's Talent Tuesday.
One of the great things that the white girl does not know is that black people are just like everybody else.
And it would seem then, of course, that it's an act of God that this is true. And of course, I believed it. Those are the only books there were. Those are the only books there were. That it's an act of God that this is true. Is that black people are just like everybody else.
Same as everybody else, okay. Yes.
Okay, well, we have enough judges, so I won't even say a thing. Let's start. Let's just get right on. Let's go in alphabetical order. Let's start off with Bobby Shaw for this one. Bobby, talk to me.
Somebody the host has to unmute my mic.
Yeah. You're good. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think it's great. I mean, I love the look. There's two ways of looking at it. If I was a club DJ, I probably would not play it. It's a little mellow for me. Maybe really a chill, maybe last song of the night. As a mix show guy or a streamer, I'd play that record in a second. I love the message. I feel it's a little bit more slanted towards radio. I like the production. I'd give it a 9.
Really?
Wow. All right, Bobby Shaw.
Okay. Interesting. All right, let's go over to Demure.
Yeah, you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one. I love the use of the beats and the percussion. I love the chord progression and just the variation on it. And I also thought sonically the record was mixed quite well. Sort of to echo Bobby's sentiments. I listen to this like I do all tracks from a club perspective. So I would use this as an opening track or a track to close out the night, potentially, or like in the middle of the set just to switch direction to go a little deeper. So hearing it, I love the vocal. It's a killer sample from one of the greatest poets, and I would rate this. I'd say it about 7 or an 8. Probably more like an 8. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're off to a pretty good start. Let's go over to Hector.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, everybody? I kind of differ with the other judges. Especially as it takes support to so personal, but I thought it was just an okay filler. Use of sample, spoken word stuff. It's not too right. I'm dancing. I wanna feel good about what I'm hearing, what I'm listening to. I don't know. It's a great speech, of course, but I'm not sure if you dance to it. So I'm not crazy about the choice of the speech, the spoken word in the track. Out of 5, I judge it 5 stars. I give it a 3. I didn't think there was any change in the track. I just felt it was kind of linear throughout the whole time. I think there was a good arrangement though. Whoever produced it had some good arrangement because the intro was nice, then it built up to when the spoken word started. But otherwise, it kind of left me a little flat, wanting a little bit more. So yeah, a 3 out of 5.
Okay, but it's out of 10, right? So
out of 10, so
yeah.
I I'd give it a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Who's next?
Well, Ted.
Mr. Patterson.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting. I'm not a big fan of people talking about music because of distraction, unless it's a powerful message. And I love James Baldwin. And I think that there are a lot more interesting things that he said than this. So that was present for me while I was listening to this track. And so what I thought was that the track was a lot more interesting, and it would be a lot more interesting if it didn't have James Baldwin in this instant, because it didn't enhance the track, and the track was good. And I could hear the track like at a sunset thing, a Cafe Del Mar, kind of moody, cocktails. I thought it was good, so I say like 7. But I'd get rid of the sample or choose a more powerful message.
Okay.
All right. Well, we are off to a good start. Speaking of Ted Patterson, we got to say hi to our friend David Harness, who is in the chat on Twitch. What's up, David? Yeah.
What up, Dave?
Somewhere. It's all in one of those chats. Hi, David.
Right.
David's on here giving Ted the side eye, waiting to see what Ted is going to say. I know.
I know
he knows Ted
yeah,
very well.
We know.
I know. All right. Tommy Davis, talk to me. What did you think about this one?
Well, I think they kind of nailed it. They kind of said exactly all the sentiments I had. The production was really excellent. I mean, it had to kind of throb when you need to come down, as in a club perspective. When you want to come down, you don't want it to be light and sound. You want it to still have the punch, but to be a down tempo. And they nailed it. I'm going to give it a 7.
All right, a 7 from Tommy Davis. All right, Spen or Candace, do either of you want to weigh in on this one?
I'll go. I honestly think I kind of agree with what everybody said, honestly. But I can only give it a 6. I don't know. I think that for a dance record, it could only be used in a certain capacity. So. That being said, all by itself, I give it a 6. It's not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Not a bad start. Candace, did you want to add anything on this one?
I pretty much agree with everyone else, but I was waiting for Mike to go.
Oh, I forgot about Mike. How did I forget about Mike? Freaky Mike, talk to me.
I'm not even.
Could you do anything with this one?
To be honest, for me, it felt like it just stayed in one plane. I was really excited when I heard the roads, and then everything, came in. I was like looking for something else to like excite me, and it didn't work. I do like it. If I was thinking as a DJ, if I was gonna DJ with it, I'd probably do. This would be probably my first song I'm gonna drop. Like if I'm like doing an opening set as well, this would be like a good, a good track to set up the vibe. But it felt like it needed some more. Like I was trying to feel the bass line. It felt like for me personally, I felt it needed a bass line. A bass line that would stand up to the roads, something that would complement the roads, which I really like. But yeah, other than that, it needs a little more development as far as I'm concerned. So I'll give this one a 7 though. It's a pretty good production. So.
Okay, so not too bad for this one. Lots of 7s and higher.
Kelly, just to let you know, the poll on Twitch was 55% yes.
55% yes on Twitch. All right, we're not off to a bad start. Few comments over on Facebook. Shout out to Gordon Beckles from Toronto. It looks like Gordon has invited plenty of Toronto folks, so Demure would not feel lonely over here.
So he would not feel like a Canadian.
Gordon says
Canada.
It started with lots of potential. However, he didn't really feel it went anywhere from there. So, all right, that's fair. That's a fair comment. What's up, Sean B says it can be remixed pretty sweet with the talent here. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, we're looking to sign stuff where a remix would only just be like the icing on the cake. It already should be strong first. So I think this one's a good start, but Yeah. All right. Let's get down with this next one, which is called Genie.
It's Talent Tuesday.
I like what I hear so far.
Let's see where it goes.
All right, stay with us, everybody. Let's start with Ted first on this one.
What did you just say about the genie
I said,
first?
turn that genie down. She was screaming in my ear. I'm just, I mean, I got this right here. Ted, did you like this genie track?
I did not. But the thing is this. Somebody spent a lot of time working on that. I initially thought that the hook was really good. And I thought, okay, this is promising. And then I thought it was oversung, and I thought it was pitchy. So if I had to give advice to the person that did the record, I'd tell them to keep that hook and rework those lyrics. And maybe less is more in this case. So I can only give this a 4.
Okay.
Right.
Fair enough.
That's good feedback. All right, Hector, how are you feeling about this one?
Yeah, you know what? Earlier, I heard this earlier, and I was like, okay, it has potential. But hearing it now in this live environment with everyone around us, it lost it for me a little bit. I think it was overproduced as far as the vocal. I think the vocal needs to be produced better. There's some parts of the vocal that have potential. I still think it felt like a demo. I will be honest about that. It felt like a demo. I think with the right mix, it could do something with less stripped down of the vocals. There's too many vocals going on, and a little bit of screaming as well. That needs to be toned down. Somebody that knows how to produce a vocal the right way. What else can I tell you? The wonky bass line in the beginning, that was cool. It had, it gets your attention, and then again, it just didn't go anywhere for me as well. I'll be fair. I'm probably like a 6 out of 10 for me, honestly.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Hector.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff.
Yeah. Let's go over to Demure.
Yeah. To echo Tommy, I thought the hook was there. It had potential as a creative idea, but it's a work in progress, and the vocal, unfortunately, was very pitchy, in a lot of different parts, and parts of it too. I think in some of the harmonies, just because of how it's mixed, didn't serve the song well, because there's some notes in there, if they were lower and they weren't as audible, then it could probably pass in the vocal performance. So I think the vocals need work. As far as the overall arrangement of the song, and like I said earlier, I listened to these tracks with a sense of, can I play this in a club? And this one, I didn't see any possibility of playing it in a club, because there's more vocals and less beats. So, I don't see myself being able to play that in any situation. So it would be a 3 for me, unfortunately. And really, I just, if I can add to this, for all the people that are submitting music, this is something I wouldn't have done, I'll be honest, as a new artist. So, hey, it's just feedback, and
right,
for sharing the music. But hopefully you find some value in the feedback here.
Yeah. I hope that's why we're here. Hopefully, and we do have artists who take the feedback and they try again. They submit their song, they resubmit their songs and say, "Listen, this judge said maybe I should do this or that, and I've done it, and take a listen." And we have signed a few of those, so we appreciate the honest feedback, and hope that the producers are actually taking it for what it is, and it's the purpose, it's why they submit their songs. So thank you for that. All right, let's go over to Bobby.
I kind of have to agree with Jamir there, as far as I couldn't find any outlet for it. I don't think the club would play it. I don't think radio would play it. I don't think any streamer would play the record. Except for Genie in My Pocket, I didn't really hear much of a hook in the record. I thought the production was just okay. I thought the vocals were just okay, and I might have had Barbara Eden sing it, but that's just something else. That's a Genie.
Barbara Eden, yo, really?
Eden,
really?
It was hopeless. Although at the very end,
okay.
he hits this note, and I could have liked to have heard that kind of vocal maybe earlier in the record.
Right.
But he kind of hit a high note there at the end, but it was at the very end. By the time you got to that point, I was over it already. But something, someone tried, so I give it a 5 for effort.
All right. We got a 5 for effort from Bobby Shaw. Let's go over to Mike Freak on this one.
Pretty much the same what everyone said, but I do I'm trying to think. I think the music can stand on its own. You take out the vocals. Yeah, I like that bass line. I think that's the hook right there on the bass line. So yeah, that one's pretty good. Vocals really need to work. So yeah, that's it. Give this one a 6.
Okay.
Yep.
6 from Mike Freak.
Yeah,
Tommy Davis.
Music works for me.
Yeah.
Well, Well, I kind of liked it. I
thought you might like the quirky.
It was quirky, but contrary to what Mike said, I thought that if you're going to do something at this tempo, the bass line should be a little bit more funkier. Because I remember records like this doing well, you know what I mean, because of the funk of it at this tempo. They had too many stacks on the vocals. So producer, if you're going to stack that many on a lead, it can get kind of cluttered. So you have to do some other mastering techniques, panning, a whole bunch of stuff to make it so it doesn't sound like you have 5 vocalists singing the lead. So it had potential, but I agree with everyone else said that it just didn't have that kind of finished sound to it. You know, the vocalist got really loud at some points. I mean, really, really loud. So there was nothing catching the vocals, so it doesn't seal in at a certain part when she wanted to scream. So these are just minor things that new producers learn along the way. So you did a great job of it, and I think if you keep working at it, you can make it a really hot kind of track. I give it a 6.
All right, a 6 from Tommy Davis. DJ Spen or Candace, do you have any additional input here?
Not really. I agree with everybody else. I give it it's a 6. I give it a 6.
All right.
And just to say, Kelly, that the poll on Twitch voted 94% no, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Twitch fam is not liking this one so much. A couple comments over on Facebook. Joel DJ Mad Max Rosario says, I like it, but something. I lost your comment there. He liked it. How can I submit? Frankie French, you have watched us enough times to know that music at QuantizeRecordings.com is the way you submit your music. And please come correct when you send us your music. All right, well, Twitch, thanks for being honest. And producer, I hope you take the feedback from our professional panel here. I mean, these people have produced some great music, as you know. So, take the feedback for what it's worth. All right, let's roll on.
All right. Okay, track number 3.
What we got? Track number 3.
What is it called? I'm seeing the producer name
and
I don't want to.
Don't say it. Let me scroll down on my list. It's called Won't Go Back.
All right.
All right.
It's Talent Tuesday.
Back wishes do come true. They will come true. Things are so much better since you're around. There's no one like you. Someone like you. Loving you is easy. You make it big. I know and I know and I know you make me hungry for your love. And I know and I know and I know you make me thirsty. You make me thirsty. Gotta know, gotta know, gotta know, gotta know that there's no one above ya. Just let me love ya. Just let me love ya. Love ya. Love ya. Love ya. You open my eyes, I can see again. I'll never look back, won't go back again. Make my soul smile, make me breathe again. We'll never look back, won't look back again. Back again, won't go back again. Back again, back again, won't go back again. Back again, back again, won't go back again. Back again, back again, won't go back again. Back again.
All right. That was track number 3 for tonight, called Won't Go Back. Is Mike Freak still on? We should start with him because I know he will be dropping off shortly. Mike Freak,
Yes.
talk to
I'm
us.
here. I like the music. I really like the music. I'm a sucker for good piano. Being a piano player, someone who plays the piano. I like that. I like the hook as well. It's really good music. The only thing I would say is probably just fix the vocals, because in some parts it's just loud, and sometimes it it needs a little bit more processing. But other than that, if the vocals can be fixed, yes, this is pretty good too, as far as I'm concerned. I'll give this an 8. Fix the vocals. I'm giving it 6.9 if the vocals get fixed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this a Q record?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if they come back with something for us.
Yeah.
All right. Tommy Davis, are you in agreement?
Well, it had me with the music. Anytime you use those house chords, it's like, wow. It's like, all right, you expecting, I had no problem with the vocal besides some tweaking and levels. I mean, except for when you do a track with a simple track, like it's an 8-bar piano thing, and the vocal is trying to do all the melody. So, and no matter what they do, it can't equal up to something that's just linear in what the loop of the piano is doing. So in house, we kind of just write simpler songs to when we play loops like that, so that you don't feel weird when the person is trying to sing all these melodies on top of a track that's just going straight like this. So like probably a lot of people said in the chat, I would like it without the vocals, because the vocals sound like just another song that had nothing to do with the music. So when you do that, I'm talking to the producer, you either want to make the music mutate to somewhere and go with the vocals, or just have the vocals not do so much melody. So I liked it a lot. I 8.
All right. Tommy, what number did you give it?
I 8.
An 8. Okay. Eights. All right. Let's see if everyone else agrees. Let's go to Hector on this one.
Hey. So I agree with Tommy. I actually thought that the vocalist sounded good. I just didn't like the lyrical content. I wasn't crazy about the lyrical content and the hook. Songs are so important to me. There's so many songs out there to play. So when you come with a song, it has to be proper. It has to be catchy. So to me personally, I just wasn't crazy about the lyric content. What else can I tell you? Yeah, the typical piano chords. It was fine, but sort of typical. You hear that all the time in house music, of course. And again, it didn't complement with what she was saying and singing. I thought the arrangement was all right, not bad arrangement wise, and drums and the use of the vocal hook and once in there once in a while was nice. I give this a 6, to be honest. Yeah, in my opinion, a 6.
Okay, well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Demure.
Yeah, yeah, kind of similar to the previous comments. Like I've heard that piano loop so many times, but this is a great example to new producers of taking a track that features a loop that's kind of been done over and over again and making the song interesting. And the way they achieved that was through very clever arrangement. The fills and the breakdowns, you know, having the vocalist sing the ooh, ooh, ooh at different parts made it interesting for me based on a loop I've heard many times before. So the arrangement was really great. The production I thought was good. It sounded a little over compressed for my taste in ears, but that's an easy thing to correct. So when it comes to the vocals, they're definitely, I would say the overall mix, it was a little bit loud. And maybe in some parts of the harmonies just demand a better performance, you know, from the vocal, because they're just minor parts. So I would put this at a 7 based on where the vocals are at right now.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you for that. Ted Patterson.
Hey, well, you know, it's interesting to hear all the feedback because I realize we all listen from a different place. And Hector listens for a different reason than Demure listens to it, and Tommy and so forth. When I first heard it, I thought potential. And it's hook after hook after hook after hook, so it's really formulaic, which is sometimes a little bit of a turnoff for me, because I like stuff that's a little left of center. But if I can be fair with this, I would say this reminds me of like Happy House of the 90s. It's happy and bouncy.
Correct. Yes.
Feel good music. And there's a place for that. I don't think Quantize is the place for that. But I think there's a place for it. And I think this producer is probably going to do some good stuff because he knows the formula. And I think all that needs to be done is this needs to be spit shined a little bit. It needs to be mixed tighter. Maybe put that kick up more, put more of the bottom or the funk in it. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's not something I would play, but I can appreciate a good effort and I can hear potential in this. So I would say 6.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's not bad.
That's great feedback.
All right. Let's check in with Bobby Shaw.
Well, first of all, in this day and age, I don't know if we should say if the producer, if he should do it better, because it might be a she. Right?
It might be a
Right.
they. That
That's
is
correct.
absolutely correct.
Correct.
So maybe we should just use they from now
Right.
on.
Akin to a bunch of other people here, I'm not that crazy about the vocals, but yet I feel like it belonged with that track. So I don't know if it could be corrected. Maybe cleaned up a little, you know, maybe resounding it a little. But I kind of like the vocals, even though it's not really my flavor. I felt like it went with the track. And another thing I liked about it is that besides just having a hook, there were more lyrics in there. That I don't know. I just thought it was pretty good. I'd give it a 7.58.
A 7.58. That's not bad. That's
Yeah, that's good.
decent score. All right. Who haven't we heard from? I think we need to check in with you and with Candace. Candace, how is the Twitch family feeling about this one?
79% feeling it.
75%?
79.
79. That's not bad at all. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
All right. And what do you think, Candace?
Okay, I quite liked it. I just felt that for me the vocals sounded just a bit cluttered. And you know what I always say, I know I say it every week, but when it sounds too cluttered, I feel like we should just take some vocals out. So it should probably be more, for me, probably be more of like a dub mix. more than having all of those vocals. But then saying that, I was listening to the vocals and I thought the song was okay. I thought it was a decent song, but it just sounded too cluttered for me, and I would prefer to hear more of a dub version. So I would give it a 7 if I was to score it.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Candace. All right, we are over here multitasking. DJ Spen, what did you think about this one?
Not bad. I like the energy in it. But pretty much everything that everybody else said is correct. So I give it a 7.
All right, a 7 from DJ Spen, 79% from Twitch. A few comments going on. What's up, James Stark? I'm assuming that your emojis, you've got the muscle, the heart, and the boom. I think that means you like it if I'm interpreting your emoji game properly. Lakel Nelson says, I thought it was a musical cliche, but I liked it. So I think some people are feeling this one.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really not bad.
Okay. All right. Stay with us, everyone. We're going to roll on to song number 4 for tonight. And this one is called Entanglement. Did you really mean entangle, or did you mean... No, I'm just asking because sometimes people use the wrong spelling of something as like a clever play on words. But we know the word entanglement is a hot word for recent times, and I won't talk about why, but we're going to see if we feel entangled when we listen to this one. Stay with us.
That's kind of rocking.
Tony, I want to start out with you on this one.
Well, I didn't care for it much. I'd use a label exec perspective. If we had this record and it was a promo, I wouldn't know how to push it. You know what I'm saying? Our audience tend to not be so left side like this. This has a great whole bunch of components in it, and they all are great, but it just seems like a hodgepodge of them. You know what I mean? Just a lot of them in there. The loud bass and a weird bend sample in the beginning that was pitch bend, and it was a lot of stuff in it. But as a label exec, I would be hard trying to figure out how I'm going to sell this. I would have to get remixes on it and stuff like that. And for that, I'll give it a 6.
All right. Thank you, Tommy. Let's see. Is Mike still on? Because if he is, it's probably his last one. He's dropped off to do his live stream. All right. Well, then let's move over to Bobby Shaw.
Well, first of all, if I was Tommy Davis, this song did not ruffle my feathers.
Oh boy. Man, oh man.
All right.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of monotonous. I didn't think it went anywhere. There was one bit of a change, which I clocked at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. But when it changed, it just didn't do anything and didn't excite me. A 5 for effort, but like I said, I don't think there's a place as it is for this record anywhere. 5 for effort.
All right, 5 for effort. Let's check in with Hector Romero.
Wait a minute, Hector, before you go, I mean, some of your people got to say what's up to Leslie Doyle over in the chat.
Oh, hey, Leslie.
Gave it a 3. So, what's up, Leslie? 3? Yeah, she gave it a 3.
Okay. All right.
I see a lot of friends. I see a lot of friends on here today.
Yeah.
For sure. I as well give this a 5 for effort. The bass line is what grabbed me at first, but then it stayed the same throughout the whole track. There was no change of it. I wanted to hear something else happen. Of course, that little breakdown in that 4-minute section came in, but it kind of left me hanging and didn't do anything for me. It's a cool dubby deep track. That's about it. What else can I tell you? The main thing is that there was no change up really, especially in the bass line and the synth sound in the intro. That didn't do it for me. I would have picked a different synth sound personally, but otherwise, okay. A 5 for effort for sure.
All right, a 5 for effort. Let's check in with Ted Patterson.
I loved it.
I knew it right away.
I thought it was cool as hell. I thought the first thing I thought was, okay, this is that B-side. Remember how back in the day they would give us this obvious hit and we flip it over and find the gem? This has potential. This is a really smart. I hope this producer knew what they were doing because it sounded like it just needs a couple other things. Maybe just a percussion loop in the back. Maybe some the kick pushed up a little bit more in the mix. I love this groove. I didn't care for the breakdown very much, but I love this. I give it 8.
All right.
What did you give it?
8.
8.
An 8. All
yes.
right. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Potential.
It has,
right?
It has a lot of potential.
So, look. I think maybe. I'd play it. Definitely.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. All right. Let's check in with Demure.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by the others' responses. I thought this track was absolutely incredible. It was amazing. Yo, you guys are crazy, man. Like, I'm like, okay, so listen, the reason why this track for me is like a K-Tronada reigniting with deep house roots. So K-Tronada, if you listen to his music, it's exact like this. I believe it's DJ Mike that produced this. It's right up that alley. It only needs a few minor arrangement things. Like the intro is absolutely too long. It's a mood killer. It'll feel like a mood killer, right? If I played this record I would like put a hot cue like 16 bars before the drop when that brilliant bass line comes in, and it's played live. You can hear it because there's actually a couple of notes where they moved a little differently, and then y'all are crazy, man. This track is a 9. This track is a 9.
Wow. All right.
And it only needs a little drum. Like, I would throw a little drum stuff in there, and maybe that's what the references are to.
Hold on, Demure. Hold on. I think that's all it needs. Right. I want to get it's not over type.
Loop type. You don't have this track. I'll put that track out on vinyl.
Now me and Jamil about to fall out. We just met. We are about to fall out.
No, come on, like let's get real about this. In our industry, it's super saturated, super predictable.
Right.
And then you have something like this that comes along and says, I'm going to take you in a completely different place. And it wasn't that abstract. So that's why I'm surprised at some of the things you guys said. Like, the intro's no big deal. Just cut the arrangement in half.
Right.
It's done. And maybe
well, you can't have it, so don't even try it.
Y'all crazy, man.
You can't have it. Right. This is going on cue.
Yeah, you guys will decide that. That's coming home.
No, it's not.
I got a chair right here.
Look. I'm gonna start making these judges sign an NDA. Messing with my emotions on our first meeting.
Right.
All right, DJ Mike, since you've put your name out there and I see you in the chat, we'll talk to you. Let's talk to you.
Yeah. And while we at it, maybe we can get Demure to do a remix on your record.
Right. We might have a Demure remix.
I would remix that song. I'll go on record. That's how much that track is.
Wow. That's awesome.
Nice. All right. So let's see with everyone on Twitch. Though.
Wait a minute. Go back to Ted Patterson real quick.
With Ted Patterson.
Can we go back to Ted Patterson real quick?
Yes, you can come back to me.
All I did was put a beat on it, yo.
That's a good record. I'm like surprised. I really am surprised that it got negative nods.
Yeah, I think Mike Freak would have liked it. What did you think? Because when the mic was off, you were grooving.
I think that the beginning was kind of strange. This is one of those tracks that to me has a little too much going on all at once arrangement wise. I think that the arrangement could do could use some refining, because this bass line is sick. That is absolutely sick. I can't give it I would say it's an 8. It's an 8 as is. It's an 8. But I definitely think it has potential. It definitely has Edgar Allan potential.
All right, potential.
Kelly.
Yes.
See, to Mike. So what we on Talent Tuesday and Quantize and Unquantized, we don't have time to remix some records. So what we try to do on Talent Tuesday is sign the record as is. So my critique wasn't that it couldn't be better. My critique was about if we released it as is. That's where we are now, because we have so much back catalog stuff to sign.
Right.
Oh my God. We would love to mix everybody record on here, but we don't really have the time.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I feel you.
All right.
One last part of comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys need to listen.
Need who? What'd you say?
That stuff is fixable. And
right. Yeah, absolutely.
Get it out. It's math. Cut off this mark in the beginning. Or an extra snare.
Right.
I was actually playing my synth as I was playing. I was this is a dope track.
Yeah.
Seriously. Anyway, I'll stop.
All right. Candace, what do they say on Twitch?
I love it.
Unfortunately, they're not on the same thinking as Demure. There's 93% no
coming.
93.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I can see that because
Interesting.
the Twitch crowd leans a certain way. So I could see that.
What did the Facebook people say?
Let's see what's going on Facebook. Let's see. All right, talk to me, Facebook family. Tina Nelson says yes, remix. So I don't know if they're feeling it. Sean Blow said didn't feel it at all.
Okay.
All right, wait a minute. What is Gordon Beckel saying? Some nice melodic elements at the start. I like the jazziness. Could be cleaned up. As much as I love strings and longed for a sweeping string section.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's kind of my thing. It had so many different moving parts.
Yeah.
I just kind of thought that, that record to me could have easily been broken out into into three different things and focused on. However, the parts by themselves, that string breakdown, I was like, what in the world is that?
That's what Gordon's saying. He's saying
killer.
There's some really nice musical ideas
Definitely killer.
Yeah, thanks for that feedback, Gordon. All right. Mixcloud is not talking to me, but I'm here. I'm usually not logged into Mixcloud. Shout out to the 12 people watching on Mixcloud. Ben Blayton's on, so hello. All right. And shout out to Nocturnal Entertainment. What's up? Coming from Bermuda is with us in the chat.
Down in the triangle.
All right. So he says that last track is a straight Demure track. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. We know.
We see.
Oh, we absolutely know.
we are aware. Very aware.
We absolutely know.
All right. Well, we're gonna see what we can do with these last two tracks that we have. This next one is called "Memories of You."
Wait a minute.
What?
Did he go?
Who go?
Did he?
I can't read. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh my lord!
Hector,
did you get a chance to comment on this record?
Yeah. That's
okay. I'm just checking. I'm
getting the beat down. I'm getting the beat down from Demure.
Hector gave this one a 5. Yes.
Okay.
I got my notes going on over here.
I think we all got a lasher from Demure just now.
Yeah, you did.
I want to say that I'm listening to the way it is. I wasn't thinking of remixes or whatever. I'm just thinking the way it was.
You think it's fine? You think just like this it can go?
It was okay. I thought it was okay. The bass line was my favorite part for sure. I said that before. It's just the way it is. It was just okay, for sure.
Okay.
All
right. Let's move on.
Okay. Moving on.
This next one is called "Memories of You." We know this producer. What's up?
Do we?
Yeah, I can't remember if he has a release, but he talks to us a lot in the chat, and I hope you got something good for me.
All right. Talent Tuesday is on, baby.
You and I are growing further. You don't really talk to me. And I know that it's okay. We're different people now. Oh, it hurts to see you go. I'm still at peace somehow. You can call me anytime. Do you still have my number? Oh, you can call me anytime. Do you still have my number? Oh, like fading pictures, you are falling out of frame. We have only old memories, but I love you just the same. It never would have worked. We collide like shooting stars. Never seeing eye to eye, but you'll always be in my heart. You'll always be in my heart. You'll always be in my heart. You'll always be in my
Track number 5 called Memories of You. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start out with the Twitch fam and see what they have said about this one.
All right.
Okay, so 79% are feeling it on Twitch, Kelly.
79% are feeling it. All right. That's not too bad. Let's check in. Hello, Ben Blayton over on Mixcloud. He likes this one. Nicely done. 8.5. Oh, and then he upped his score to a 9 as the song went on. Thank you for that feedback, Ben. And thanks for joining us on Mixcloud. Let's see what the YouTube folks have said. All right. What's up, DJ G? Coming to us from London. He's on the label. He says he loves this track. Not too bad. Nocturnal Entertainment says very dope, and we've got a sign it. What is going on with Tommy Davis?
Oh, I don't know. I think he just muted himself.
Did he mute himself? Okay.
Yeah, I think he did.
He might have been having a little side conversation over there.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
All right, so most of the chats are feeling this one. So let's hear from our judges. Who should we start with? Let's start with Demure because we ended with him last time.
Yes.
So.
I got a few things to say. You know, first off, for the Twitch family, you're obviously on some kind of crack. Last one.
Remind me not to have him on here.
Shout out to the producer on this one. Thanks for being open to the humor here. No, listen, this is not my cup of tea. This kind of commercial ish house, watered down, predictable piano loop sample is not my sort of thing, but it's well done. Like I won't take anything away from the producer on that one. It's well done. Um, and as well, the vocal performance, if it's original, I thought it was pretty good, and things sat in the mix nicely. Again, not something I would play personally because it's just not my thing. But mix wise, technically, the vocal volume in the first part of the song is lower than the latter
second
half.
half.
Yeah, it's obvious. So that would be the only thing I'd look at. As far as the number, I'd give it a 6 because it's just I've heard it before.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. A 6 from Demure. Ted Patterson.
Okay. Let's start with the good.
Okay.
It was produced really well. And it was sung really well. And it's a great song. And that's the good thing, right?
Okay.
This is really good. The bad thing for me is it sounds like the record I've heard 50,000 times and I hope they stop playing. I say that because it is that formula that they used to advertise for Ibiza. It sounds very, very commercial. And so that's why I started with the good news, because it's commercial. It's really commercial, and I am a little anti-commercial. And it's a little sappy for me, lyrically, how it's sung and all that stuff. It's just not my tea. I've heard it a lot. It's an old classic kind of sound, but I just don't think, it's just not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I can give it an 8 or a 9 because it's
Okay.
But I have heard it so much that I don't want to hear it anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I got you.
Very fair.
I got you. It is fair. All right. Let's hear from Hector.
Yeah. Right on. Yes, absolutely. It's definitely cookie cutter. I wrote in my notes. It's cookie cutter vibe, but it works. It's well done. It really is well done. Sonically, from what I'm hearing through the computer, it sounds fine to me. It's a cute, feel-good tune for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that, for the right environment, it could work for sure. I can see even a video being made for this. It's got that nice feel-good vibe. But yeah, is it different than it's not any different than, like we said, the other boys said. It's been done. You've heard it before, but it's well produced, and I give it an 8 for sure.
What other boy?
The other guy.
you boy.
I know you called me a boy on TV.
He said the other boys.
The other boys said, the guy said, yeah, it's definitely, again, actually, I started hearing a little bit of Eric Cuppa vibes in there a little bit, because Eric is good at that kind of like feel-good commercial vocal house music, and that's a compliment. That's not taking anything away from Eric and the producer. So well done to the producer.
Okay.
It was produced really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's in and of itself is a good comment. Everyone so far has said the production is good. So that's good. Bobby, do you agree? Is this something that you would promote?
In a bloody second.
Right.
Yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
Okay, let's put it this way. I've been having Carvel ice cream, chocolate cone with sprinkles since I'm a little kid. And I'm not a little kid anymore, and I still love the flavor. So keep giving me flavors like this song, and I will run with it. I think it's great. And I'm very proud that I know the producer, and I'm proud of his work. And I could say his because it is a he.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd give it a 9. I'd love it.
Right on.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
A 9 from Bobby Shaw. Tommy Davis, what do you think? Because you've often talked about duplicating sound or sounds, hearing something that we've heard again and again. So what do you think?
Well, it is common. It's cookie cutter, but there's a reason why it's cookie cutter, because there's a population that likes this sound and never gets tired. And this was done really, really, really well. Yeah. Kudos to the producer. It was done really, really well. And I think Q would love this record. And we're aiming at, as Quantize, Unquantized, and Q, we're trying to go into this exact market, and I think this record would really Mike. If Mike was here, he would definitely be
Yeah, I think so. I
for
agree.
this record. I mean,
I
it was
agree.
well done. It moved. It had fills. It filled up and it climbed down and it had a catchy hook, and then it got quiet when the vocals came in. All the things you want out of a record. So hey, it's not personally something I would play, but I was bobbing my head to it the whole time because it was that tight. So I'll definitely give it a 9.
All right, a 9 from Tommy. Candace and Spen.
Ladies first.
Oh,
Candace?
I really like it. I agree with Tommy. I think it's a great record for Q. I mean, I was bopping my head to it as well. Yes, it is on a little bit on the commercial side, but there's a market for that, and yeah, I really like it. I think we should take it for Q for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
QU3, as I call it.
I have nothing bad to say about the record. To be honest with you, it's very well done. It is. I like the arrangement. The arrangement's good. There are a few little technical things, but not much. And I look, man. Mike is the label head. I'm telling you now, he's gonna love that. That is right down his alley. Would I play it? No. Would he play it? Yes. That's Bobby Shaw all day. I can see that record. I can see that record with the right promotion, Billboard. Number one record. No doubt about it. It would be Billboard. It would be Billboard number one. It would be that kind of record. But not my cup of tea. But yeah, there you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got one more song on this list.
That's all we had.
That's all we had.
I love this panel because I like the fact that we got some differences going on.
We have
and
some
I
diversity
love
of
it.
thought and style, and
I love it.
But
I love it.
There's for each song, even if you disagree because of style, I think you all agree about the fundamental, like production. Is it well produced? And,
Yes,
and
that's right.
So that's good. That's good. All right. So this one is called Home.
Oh. Is it home like Take Me Home?
I don't know what kind of home it is. But I actually listened to this one a little bit earlier.
Okay.
And we're a little bit familiar with this guy. I didn't realize he was a producer as well.
Okay.
So all
right.
We'll get right into it. Stay with us, everybody. That one was called Home. 54% yes, it looks like, on Twitch. 9 from Ron Wicks on Facebook. All right. People are kind of liking it. Takes Me Nowhere. Sorry, not even a 3 a.m. tracky track, says, who is that? I don't know how to say your name. I can't read. Is that Ewan? Ewan Cameron? I'm squinting. All right. Here comes Gordon again with the detailed feedback. Take the drop out of the intro and get us into the song. Add more complex drums and either bring in vocals or improvisation of an instrument. Piano, xylophone, something. Love the bass groove. Okay, Gordon, you are coming with the detailed feedback. We might have to have you on our panel.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to do a guest one.
We are going to do a guest one.
We should do that sometime
soon. As soon as you stop inviting all your DJ and producer friends on, then maybe
I can't help it that I have hot brothers. I can't help that I have hot
boys.
Hot brothers.
Hot boys.
Hot boys.
They're the hot boys. All right.
I can't help that.
I can't help it. All right. Well, maybe we'll be able to get some of our audience. Tina Nelson says, totally agree. It had me waiting too long. And who wants to wait a long time for anything?
It all depends. If you on a dance floor,
then
I'm
now at the
there's
bar
a whole nother
having
thing.
a drink. In the bathroom putting on my lipstick. Because I waited too long. I'm on a dance floor ready to move. All right. Let's see what our judges think. I want to hear from them. All right. So who are we going to start with this time? Let's see. Who should we start with? Let's start with Hector.
Right on. Okay. Yeah. I actually thought it was just a cool filler track. Just an okay filler track. Sorry. There was some acidy elements in there that I was hoping to hear a little more of. I would have just taken the bass line and the acid line and worked on that personally. The deep chords, they were just okay. It's okay. It's a 6 out of 10 for me.
Okay, 6 out of 10 from Hector. It's not too bad. All right. And he gave him something to work on. All right, let's hear from Ted. Ted?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I didn't mind this. It was pleasant. I enjoyed listening to it. And it reminded me of the Deep House Ibiza Sunset CDs. Those Sunset CDs that they sell every year. They kind of have this background music in lounges and restaurants and stuff in Ibiza. I kind of like it in that capacity. I don't see it on the dance floor, but I was curious about what else this Henry person did, because I don't know. I think it's interesting, but I don't think it's commercial. Stretch of the imagination. I think it's just some background music, but it's pleasant. It's sweet. I give it 7.
Okay, that's not too bad. All right, Bobby Shaw, what do you think about this one?
I think it's just okay. It doesn't really blow me away. It doesn't really go anywhere for me. There's too much good music out, man. I won't have time to put this in as a filler. I'm sorry. I just think it's okay. So 5 for effort, maybe 5.5, a little better than that. It actually sounded okay. I just didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
Too much good music out there to put this in a program.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, a 5.5 from Bobby Shaw. Demure, do you agree or are you going to dissent?
It's hard being a trailblazer, you know.
I'm all for the dissent. I'm here for the dissent.
When when you're breaking new ground, people,
Listen, I'm here for the dissent. Justice Scalia was a huge dissenter, and he was an amazing Supreme Court justice. So come on, talk to me.
Well, okay, so yeah, on this one, for the label, it's just a solid no. I just don't think it aligns to what Q3 would be putting out, especially based on all the hurrah of the last track, right?
Oh yeah, some guy. He was all right. I never really heard of him, but the track was good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the last submission. The previous.
Oh, you talking about Lizzie Curious?
Lizzie
Curious.
No, was it?
Yes, Lizzie Curious.
This one.
The one we heard earlier. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
When you're saying, hey, it's something Mike would play and you would, right? So, then you have this super deep track that reminds me of what deep house was in like the late 80s, early 90s. And you can drop this in a warehouse and, so I hear a lot of people saying it's losing me. Well, yeah, we're not in the right setting for it. So as far as the label is concerned, I'd say no, unfortunately. Right. And I'd put it at a 7 because I do think it captures a vibe reminiscent of what Deep House was. The mix is flat in the mids. I do want to point that out technically. But I thought it was a good track. So not for the label, but I put it at a solid 6 or 7.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Who are we missing? Thomas. What you think?
Wow. Man, you gotta come back, man. You gotta really.
Hey, I don't know if Mrs. Spen, will got a problem with me. But I'll see what I can do.
Kelly, he's down here talking trash.
She got you trained, see?
You better come get him.
I'm gonna come back and look at this recording.
Hey, look, man.
You didn't stick up for your wife?
Dude, I'm going to. I live with her. I know what I'm doing. Brother ain't no fool.
Who's talking about me down here? Who's talking about me?
This is where I
could hear that from upstairs. What is going on down here?
Nothing. We're behaving. We are behaving nicely.
I know Hector and Bobby are not letting y'all talk about me. Now Ted and Demure, I don't trust them.
Look, Ted.
I just got dragged into this. I'm quietly listening.
When you're thrilled,
that was your favorite.
Right. Did we get everybody? Did everybody have an opinion?
Did you tell me the score? I need you to tell me the scores. What did Demure say?
I don't know what Demure said. What number did you give it, Demure?
7.
I gave it like a 7.
Okay.
All right, I was getting ready to give it something.
Okay, yeah. What were you saying, Tommy?
I like the old deep house kind of sound. I mean, for me, I would play it. I would just take 8 bars and run it to death. But that is doing it in the mix. So I kind of liked what it was doing. It was it was funky. It was just funky as I don't know what, but it didn't go anywhere past that. And I'm happy with tracks that do that, but it's hard to find an audience that actually mix. So one important thing is what the mayor said is that it depends on the setting you're in. This would be in the right setting. This would kill. So I'm gonna definitely give it a 7.
Okay. Give it a 7. Okay. Ben Blayton over on Mixcloud says it's a deep house rocker, just rearranged in a few places. Too many breaks and too long with the breaks. He likes the concept, and he gave it an 8. So, all right. Lots of 7s from our judges. What did you think?
I'm going to give it a 6, and the reason why is I think it has some technical issues. It does. I like what he was doing with the arrangements. I thought the arrangements were really clever for the minimalist kind of. I don't know if I'm actually saying it right, but man, after that second break when he came back in with that beat, I was like, "Woo, yeah, that's rocking." So I think the track has potential. I think it could be worked on. But for an old school type of track with an old school vibe, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, so a number.
6.
Okay, all right.
0.5.
Yeah, lucky Mike Freak is not on here talking about a 6.9.
No, that's
what he would
that's
do.
His A1
Yeah.
score. So I mean that's not too bad.
No. What's up, Quantize DJ Groove? What up, baby?
Candace,
Yeah.
Candace,
that'll be
I wanna ask
interesting
Candace
to see what she thinks.
Candace, I saw a comment somewhere, Quantize and chill ? So talk to me, Candace. What did you think about this one?
I don't think it will be for Quantize and chill. I mean, I quite liked it. I agree with like previous comments. I think that obviously it's the track being played now is not the right settings, but if it was played in like a kind of like a small, dark, intimate club, the ones I like East Village type of thing, and that was dropped, I think it would go down really well. If it was to be on one of our labels, I think it could maybe fit on an unquantized, maybe possibly, but I'm not too sure. So I'm gonna give it a 7 anyway.
All right.
Yeah, if the person who did this, we would have to have 2 other tracks to go with it. We'd have to do an EP so that you would hit a broader audience. So
agreed.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Okay.
Totally.
Well, we'll see what he what else he has, and go from there.
Right.
Well,
Is that it?
Just as long as the Twitch family doesn't hear it,
Oh boy, you real hardcore.
But you know what? Sometimes it just depends. Let me see who's on here, because sometimes it really just depends on Twitch. We've had some nights where they really leaned very soulful and vocally, and then we've had some nights where they said no to everything.
What is the moon cycle? Are we in retrograde on Twitch? What's going on there?
It's a classic time in history. Demir said, I don't know what y'all just on crack or something in Twitch. I said, go ahead, man.
Oh,
family don't get it.
All right. Well, I guess that is pretty much it. But listen, what a incredible panel tonight. Bobby Shaw, as usual, thank you for your expertise. We really appreciate you. As an official Quantize team member who comes in when you can, and we really appreciate that. So much love to you, and thank you for sharing your expertise with everybody. Let's see, Hector Romero, thank you. I mean, there's no words, man. I can't express how much I appreciate you being on with us and sharing your time and your talent with everybody. That's just here. Awesome. Ted Patterson. I really want to call you something else, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to start stuff.
Because you know where it's going to lead to.
Exactly.
I don't want to start no stuff, but man, no. And
I've told him, do not use his personal nicknames for people on this show. It's highly inappropriate, and we're not doing it. So please don't.
But Ted, thank you, man. I mean, it's really, really good to have you, because I know that every time you come into a situation, you bring a different flavor, a different viewpoint, which I think is very, very helpful. And I think all of the producers today would agree that your input is very, very valuable, and I thank you for that. But Demure, for real. You like a gangster, yo. You like a gangster of the groove.
Hey, I watched The Wire too, and I played like you. That's how you know I'm gangster. I watched The Wire too. So,
I've never seen that show, and I know one of our singers actually starred in that foolishness.
Oh, wow.
But it is what it is. But thank you. We really do appreciate you coming on. It is just really, really, really good having you, and hope that you will come back again. And even though Kelly's giving me the side,
I'm just messing with him.
Gave me that Jada look.
Right, be
Candace,
careful.
cut him, Candace. Just cut him off.
Yeah, be careful. I might surprise y'all just like Will Smith and have smack her around the world on somebody.
Smack who?
Not you.
No, we know
Who
that.
said that?
We all know that.
It would be to somebody much shorter and much less intimidating.
Absolutely. Everybody knows that I am always ready to fight.
So anyway, but thank you all. We really do appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely.
And,
this has been really good.
Yeah.
We've never had. Have we ever had 4?
No, I don't think we've ever had 4 guests.
Yeah,
First,
so this
the
is
first.
so this has
that's
been
the
really
first
good,
time.
and I love the just different opinions and everything everyone said. I think is valuable. So producers, we always say, take off the, just the.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Here we go. I can already tell you that it's going to be
Just
smart,
listen.
Alec.
Just
but
no,
okay,
it's not.
all right.
Just listen.
Mhm.
There is no way that Spen would ever slap Kelly because she is his rock.
That's
Oh,
true.
well, we all know. No, because he's also scared of me, but.
Really? I am not scared of you.
Okay, that's the story, and he's sticking to it. We really appreciate all of you.
Okay.
And we also, and all jokes aside, everyone knows that Spen is a perfect gentleman. That's just how he rolls. Actually, as
I'm coming
about,
to get you.
if you compare
Ted.
him to me, yeah, I mean, it's about as close as you can get.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right on. Aw.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, if there was going to be a headline about one of us hit each other, we all know
Yeah,
which
it
one.
definitely would be Kelly first.
We all know.
I would probably be trying to defend myself for sure.
He'd
But-
be like this. He
right.
wouldn't even hit back.
But am I scared? No. I get right in the ring with you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say face, honey.
Okay.
All right.
It's
well,
all
this,
good.
This has been so amazing, and like I said, producers just have that thick skin and listen. Don't I know your music is personal to you, and everyone feels a sense of it's that's your baby. And I love to see, sometimes Spen will be in the middle of something and he'll say, "What do you think?" And he knows when he asks me, "What do you think?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking to him like someone I've lived with for a couple decades. I'm just telling him my honest opinion as, if I was going to listen to this on the radio or go on the dance floor. And more often than not, I say I do not like it. I'll say it's not ready. You need to, and my comment is you need to move some more buttons and fix some more things. And I don't like the vocal, or I don't like this, and and that's that. So really take the feedback for what it's worth. And all of our judges are professionals, so it's there's something to be said for that. But every now and then we have someone who says, "Well, I don't like that. I don't like that feedback." Well, fine. I mean, you can find a place for it, or you can just put it out on your own on Bandcamp as is, and we wish you the best. So, I think we are done, right?
Yes, we
can call
are.
this a
Yes,
wrap.
we are. We can call it a wrap.
All right. We'll be back in
All
2
right.
weeks' time with another session of Talent Tuesdays. Shout out to all of our judges for being here, and all of you in the chat on Mixcloud, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere that you are. We appreciate you for hanging in with us. And that's it.
That's it.
All right. Peace in the valley, peace in the city, and peace to your souls. We'll check you out next time.
We'll see all you guys later. All right.
Bye.
Peace.
Good night.
Peace, peace, peace,
Good night.
peace, peace.